All right, my name's Alfred Nutilli from DailyAi.Studio, and this will be a quick N8N workflow. It will be a way to upload files or images, in this case, to DigitalOcean Spaces. I needed this the other day to just upload files quickly, and my teammate too. And it's a public file. We use them on SEO or other places on our websites or products or whatever. And so I just needed a quick way to upload it without sending them or myself to DigitalOcean Spaces every time. With N8N, I just made a quick form, so I'll show you that right now. And all the little things that kind of caught me along the way. Docs are good. I think I even did a pull request to help make them better. To just suggest some edits. Basically, I'll go through this in just a moment. I just want to take a moment to remind people, though, I have a training series, and this is really, a lot of these videos are just touching the surface of N8N. More importantly, automation, no-code ideas or solutions, low-code, so you as a developer can make this shift. It's, in my opinion, big shift is required in how we think and how we approach problems. And I think at the end of that course, you'll just be able to rethink how you approach these problems, how you build your products or solutions or support your customers. So give it a go. It really is worth it. I really have gone through a lot and have a lot to offer you as a developer. All right, let's jump into the course or this video. All right, so pretty easy form here for N8N. We just do the form, upload a file. I gave it a name. I don't know the best way to do this. Like sometimes it will be data and you'll see why I get kind of what is the best way in a moment. We have the name, the file type, file, and multiple files is okay. I haven't dealt with that yet. In this case, it probably won't work and you'll see why in a moment. And of course it's required. Now, this is the one that matters though. So I had to add a DigitalOcean Spaces. And when I did this, I ran into a lot of head scratching because it didn't just work and I didn't get that green banner you usually get when things are connected right. First of all, this isn't how it comes out of the UI in DigitalOcean. It's more of like my bucket name and .DigitalOcean or something like that. And then I had to forget how I found it. The docs didn't really have it. I think I found another template that had it and then I used that as my way to figure this out. The region, the docs do mention this, and then of course your key and secret. I did put ignore SSL. I don't know if that's needed anymore. At first it was, because what I was putting up in here was then returning an error on the cert. But it had other errors too, but this worked. My region again, key and secret. Then all I had to do was go to File. So I pulled in the S3, just to back up for a moment. I pulled in the S3 node and I just said upload, so upload a file. And I don't know why there's two S3s. I decided to use this one. There is this one here. I'll just stick with this one for this video. And then when I got the option, of course it's a file and I'm going to upload it, but we see there's other options. And then I had to put in the bucket name at this point. So it's here that I had things lined up and I removed it from that credentials area. Finally, I give the particular path to that item. So it's a 0, so I guess with multiples, I'd have to look at it. I could do a loop or something before this, but it's kind of, but I don't want to worry about that right now. So in here, I just grabbed it from the form submission as we're all used to. I'll do one here and then we'll go execute it and then we'll go look at the data for real. So then I had to put this ACL here for public read because I just want these to be things we can quickly share on social networks or anything. So then I added that. And that was about it. I added this form ender, which just says, hey, here's a link to that file. We're going to see how this pays off. And it again, none of this is pretty. I don't know if N8N has ways to change the templates after you make them, but it works for now. It's just an internal tool. You could see making this a webhook though, and then you could use this from a particular API, and that would be nice as well as I start to use tools like Lovable to build applications. Here's the form. Again, nothing pretty. I'm sure there's a way to automate or make these look better. I got to look into that. So I'm going to choose the file. In this case, I have this like prompt booster I was making to help me make prompts for writing applications with Lovable. It doesn't get any more lazy than that. And then I submit it. Just give it a moment, nothing magical. And it just gives me the link. Now I have put HTML in this before or CSS so I can make this look better, but again, I'm just not worried about it right now. And then if I go to that link, it's a public URL. It's a public link. So again, don't put the wrong things in here. So now let's go look at something. And this is a good one with all these tutorials, is to remember how cool this is. So I can now see the execution that just happened, and I could see that data. So I can move it into my editor, and now we can see. So we see that the file came in, and this is the one I wanted to look at. So now we see that I grabbed the particular file to upload. And you can see, because it's multiple, it's an array. If it wasn't multiple, it would be just not the 0. But I could iterate over this in a loop, I would imagine. But okay, so now we grab it and we upload it, and it's honestly that simple. And then this guy over here just says, you know what, I know the name of that file from the previous node. Let's see if I can show that. And so it's going to use that name to redirect me back. All this stuff is nice because that was easy. I didn't have to code it. It's there. Anyone can use it. Anyone can fix it on my team. But I scratched my head around or a little bit around the problem of like setting up the credentials. But now those are done. It's easy. And that's it. I just want to share that very simple template for people to get going to make a quick upload. All right. Again, the course, it really will change how you think about these things, how you go along programming. And that's a big deal because this is really, it's challenging me as someone who's been programming for 20-something years to now rethink and try to use no code or try to use low code or cursor. Like, these tools are just blowing my mind, but also impacting how I approach problems. All right. Thank you.